Well, hello, it's Mr. Harris here with Greater Things Christian School, bringing you a week 2 video update. And so I hope you'll watch this video to get some updates about things that have happened the last couple weeks and things that are coming in the next few about our school. We really feel like things are going really well, and we've made some adjustments and feel like we're beginning to get sort of in the groove of the new school year. And one of the best things that we enjoy about the school day is starting off with chapel. I know I enjoy it a lot, and I think the kids are beginning to enjoy it. We're able to sing some worship songs about God and to God and spend some time praying, and we do the pledge to our flag, and then we talk about a particular principle from Scripture that we want to teach kids to try to put into practice that day, and we try to focus on it in the classroom in addition to other biblical integration that we do. So this past week, some of the things that we talked about in chapel was a passage from 1 Thessalonians where Paul said that we should make it our goal to seek to lead a quiet life, mind our own business, and work with our own two hands. And that's a good principle and good teaching for kids. We talked about being careful about how we speak and how we talk. We talked about the importance of taking care of our own conduct, as Galatians chapter 6 teaches. And we also talked about the importance of carrying others' burdens, each other's burdens, and so fulfilling the law of Christ. So your kids are beginning the day for a short chapel, and then we move on throughout the day for the classroom day. And I hope in the next few weeks that you're going to begin seeing some pictures and some video of activities that we're doing throughout the day that we're going to post for you and send to you. But I appreciate your patience in bearing with us as we get things set up. And we feel like that will be something that you'll look forward to seeing. So just wanted to give you a little word about how the day starts. And then you notice that this week we made a little bit of a transition on our drop-off and sign-in time and sign-in location and pickup and sign-out location for pre-K students. They're now on the gym end of the building, and that has really freed us up on the school end of the building for kindergarten and up to get dropped off and picked up on time, and that process seems to be working a lot more smoothly, and so appreciate your patience with us. If you arrive to school late after 7:55, please make sure that you come in through the main entrance of the school and sign into the school, because at about 7:56, 7:57, our teachers are beginning to move their students from the classroom, their homeroom classroom, into the gym for chapel, and we start right at 8 a.m. And so it's important that we get started on time, so we appreciate you being mindful of that and working diligently to make sure that your student is here on time. If you have not been able to sign the handbook page as of yet, signifying that you've received and are in agreement with the handbook, the student handbook, please do so and get that back to us. We have several that we still need, and if you need a copy of that, please contact Miss Ginger in the office and she'll make sure and get that to you. Beginning this week, as you know, you've already signed up for lunch. For Monday, we're having Good Wings if you signed up, and then pizza on Thursday. This week, we'll begin getting pizza from Snappy's in Fairview, and we're looking forward to that. I think that the kids will enjoy their pizza. It's really good. You'll also notice this Monday that you'll get the lunch order form for the next week, for Monday, August the 22nd, and Thursday, August the 25th. And we're asking you to return that lunch order form for that Monday and Thursday of the next week by this coming Thursday. So it needs to be turned in by Thursday, August the 18th, in order for your child to eat, if they choose to do so, if you choose for them to do so, on August 22nd and 25th. We have to place those orders in advance, and it's difficult with our size school and our staff to continue to add people. So we're giving you pretty much the whole week. You'll get the order forms on Monday afternoon when you pick up your student, and you have until Thursday to return that along with the money for the lunch, and we appreciate your cooperation with that. As we progress throughout the year, we may make some changes to the procedures by which you sign up. Maybe you'll be able to sign up for more weeks at a time. But for right now, we want to go in this way, and we think that'll work good for us. A little word about RenWeb. By the end of this weekend, all of the RenWeb should be set up for all of the different students at different levels. Our teachers will try to update that just as often as they can. We appreciate your patience with us. I wanted to give you a little word that I found out, some advice that I found out from RenWeb as I called and talked to them this week. The best way for you to utilize RenWeb and get the full benefit of it as it relates to communicating with teachers, looking at where your child is as it relates to grades and behavior, and paying your tuition is if you go out to your Google Chrome store, Google Store, or if you have a Mac product, an Apple product, go to the iTunes store and download the RenWeb app. It's $4 for the year, and that gives you access to it for a year for $4. And there's no firewalls. It's going to be able to keep you from utilizing it the way that you need to. It's a small investment to have access to that type of information and convenience as it relates to paying your tuition. And so just go out and search for the RenWeb app, and I encourage you to download that. If you haven't been able to set up an account yet and you're not sure how to do that, please contact us by email or contact the school office, and we will give you the directions again about how to set that up. Now, starting this Monday, August 15th, we will begin enforcing our uniform and outerwear policy as it relates to jackets and fleece jackets and sweaters. So if you have GTCA attire from last year, you're welcome to wear that. And if you don't have that and you've purchased things from Lands' End for GTCS, students all that are in kindergarten and above need to be in a GTCS logoed t-shirt or polo. If they decide and want to wear a coat of some type, they need to wear a GTCS or GTCA from last year logoed fleece jacket or sweater. That's what we have available for this year. If you have something from last year, then that's acceptable, but we need to make sure that we follow that policy that's in the handbook. And if you have more questions about that, please let us know, and we'll make sure and help you in the area of understanding about that. As it relates to tuition, if you haven't paid your tuition as of yet, please be sure to do so. Tuition is typically due on the first day of the month. Because we got a late start for billing for August, we extended that to the 10th of this month, which has passed. So if you have a tuition balance due, please be aware that that needs to be paid, and we appreciate your faithfulness and attention to that. I wanted to tell you about a sports opportunity that we're trying to offer to our students. We've done Upward Sports as a ministry of the school for the last 3 years, and then prior to that, we did it as a ministry of our church to our community. This will be the 7th year that we offer flag football. This year, we're going to be able to offer flag football, it looks like, and cheerleading, but it's all contingent upon us having enough volunteers to serve as coaches, assistant coaches, referees, that kind of thing. Upward is a sports ministry, and it's focused on giving students between kindergarten up to about middle school ages the opportunity to play sports and learn a sport and the fundamentals of the sport in a Christ-centered atmosphere. And so we practice one night a week on Mondays here at the school for an hour, and then the games are on Thursday night here at the school out on our property, the back of our property. We have some lights that were put up this past season, and we play the games on Thursday evenings. And that's about an 8-week season. We plan to start the season in mid-September and play for 3 Thursday nights. Then we will take a break in fall break, and we won't practice or play during fall break. And then we'll pick it back up after fall break and play for 5 weeks. And then we'll finish right before, about a week before Thanksgiving, I believe. And then we'll be off from any sports opportunities until January, when we attempt to do basketball. So just wanted you to be aware of that. We're having an informational meeting this coming Tuesday night, August 16th at 6 p.m. The meeting's going to last about an hour. We're going to talk about the philosophy of Upward Sports, both for flag football and cheerleading, talk about the kind of divisions that we plan to have. We have everything planned out for you. If you've never coached a football team in your life, and we're talking about 6 or 8 kids on each team, it's flag football, it's not tackle, it's co-ed. Whether you have a lot of experience or you have virtually no experience at all, we can help you get ready to help students learn some fundamentals about the sport and to learn how to be Christ-like and be a good sport. And it gives kids a great opportunity to do that. So we really appreciate your faithfulness in considering volunteering for this, making this commitment for an 8-week period. So I hope you'll come out this coming Tuesday night, August 16th at 6, and support us in this way. Parent-Teacher Fellowship met last week on August 2nd, and their next meeting is on Thursday, August 25th at 6:30, and we want to invite you as families to attend. Our PTF really doesn't even turn one for 1 year old until this coming end of September. We just got started less than a year ago. And we really were thankful for the people that came out to the last meeting, and we're hoping that other parents will get involved. There's lots of things that the PTF will be doing to help us support our teachers, raise funds for our school to help us be able to provide what we're doing as a school. As a segue from that, we're looking at adding some computers to the classroom experience for all of our students, and we hope to have those in place by the end of this month. And so we think that's going to be a good addition for our students, and appreciate your support of giving to the school. And I just want to finish up by just giving you a few ways that you can help us as a school as we progress and try to grow and reach more students and accomplish the mission that God has given us to teach the whole student heart, mind, and will. And here's how you can do that. In just less than two weeks, 13 days from now, our Smart Cards campaign will come to an end. It's on Thursday, August 25th. And I'm challenging the students in the second grade up through the 8th grade to attempt to sell 5 additional cards for each of the students. That's about 30 students, to sell 5 cards each from this point that you see this video on Friday or Saturday, whenever you watch this, August the 12th or 13th. I'm encouraging you to sell 5 additional cards each over these next 2 weeks. And for the students that do that, we're going to go on sort of an afternoon trip on Thursday, September the 1st, right before we go home for the Labor Day break. We're going to go to play some bowling, do some bowling in Dixon on that Thursday afternoon. And it's for every student in those grades who sell 5 additional Smart Cards over the next 13 days. So it's not a lot, but in a way you might think, but that's a lot. I've already sold a lot, and I understand that. But this is just a challenge that we're trying to get before our students, to challenge them to help us get as much out of this particular fundraiser as we can, and to take advantage of every possible opportunity we have to raise funds. It's anytime you're in a nonprofit, a small school, small Christian school, small nonprofit, it takes a lot of resources to do the ministry and the mission that we have. And so just want to challenge those students to get involved, and their families involved, maybe grandparents, aunts or uncles, older brothers and sisters, maybe places where you as parents work. And some of you have done just so much, and we really appreciate that. But this is just a new challenge I wanted to throw out there. Another way you can help us as a school, as I mentioned last week, you can go to Kroger.com, make sure you register your Kroger card, choose our school, and then everything that you spend at Kroger, at the end of each quarter, we get a percentage return that comes to our school to help support our school. I think that you'll be hearing more about box tops and how you can support and get involved in saving those box tops and having them here. And then, of course, if you're interested in volunteering at the school, we have several places where you could help support our teachers and help us support in our mission and what we're doing as a school. And I really want to thank you for all that you've done these last 2 weeks to help us get set up and get going for the new school year. So if you'd like to volunteer, just call the school office and we will get you down and get you in a place that will work for your schedule. But again, thanks for supporting us and partnering with us. We would appreciate you doing your best to share your experiences with your community and your family and friends. If you have any issues that come up in the classroom or in your experience that I can help you with, please don't hesitate to call me, and I'll do everything that I can to help you. I hope you have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday morning. God bless you.